Join us now for Education Matters, a weekly look at the real people and real stories in education across North Carolina.
Welcome to Education Matters, presented by the Public School Forum of North Carolina. I'm Keith Poston. The shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida has sparked a national debate about guns and how best to protect students. This week is the first of two shows focused on mass shootings at schools. How can we protect our children? Joining us today will be the North Carolina Teacher of the Year, a school psychologist and trainer, and two high school students who have been organizing around this issue. Before we tackle our main topics, we open with our Edlines, a quick scan of education headlines across North Carolina and the U.S. Policy debates in response to the Florida shooting continue to rage across the country. President Trump raised eyebrows last week during a televised meeting with legislative leaders when he suggested firearms should be confiscated from potentially dangerous people, saying, "Let's take the guns first, then worry about due process later." Now, his aides quickly walked it back, and our own North Carolina Senator Tom Tillis said, "I know you heard the words, I just don't believe in my heart of hearts that's exactly what he meant." Now, here in North Carolina, legislative leaders stood alongside Rockingham County Sheriff Sam Page, pictured here, who wants to take advantage of a law passed by the General Assembly in 2013 to recruit community volunteers to work as armed school resource officers to provide additional protection at our schools. With all the talk about increased security, North Carolina Public Schools actually reported fewer overall incidences of crime and violence during the 2016-2017 school year compared to the previous year. This according to a new report from the Department of Public Instruction. This continues a long-term decline in number of offenses. The report also shows a decline in short and long-term suspensions. Finally, the dysfunction between the State Board of Education and the state superintendent was on display yet again last week after DPI's CFO presented the state board's budget priorities. Superintendent Mark Johnson said he could not endorse the list because he had never seen them before, which seemed to surprise both staff and the board. Historically, the state board and the state superintendent collaborate on budget recommendations. Many observers are hopeful that the North Carolina Supreme Court will provide some clarity in this ongoing power struggle by summer. Remember, you can visit the Public School Forum's website at ncforum.org and read more about each of these Edlines as well as the other topics we cover each week.